low tech, no lighting, no sound, just a front facing camera on a cell phone. But I'm kind of in a rush. Things have been kind of crazy before BladeShow. I want to get another video out, and I want to talk about BladeShow. Pretty excited about it. It's one of the biggest events of the year for me, and I'll be spending all day tomorrow uh, preparing for it. So I'm getting a haircut and all that crap, packing the car for the first time ever as a visitor participant. Not for the first time ever, not having my own table. I'm bringing my wife. Big stoked on that. We are about 5 minutes early in this live video tonight, but I usually like to start it just a little bit early. That way, hopefully, people can get the notifications and I can get some of the boring stuff, like what I just said, out of the way uh, before we really get to getting. So, let's see here. Got a lot to talk about with BladeShow, and our outgoing sponsor for the month of May is Kami Cleanser Soap. So, please check out Kami Cleanser Soap. That'll be in the description box below. Like it has been for every other video this month. Next month, right now, hey, Old Iron. So I have my product at the White River Knife and Tool booth, but no, I'm not running my own booth. I will be running around like a madman, doing video and stuff. No, I'm not right in town. Don't know why we've got so much traffic. In fact, speaking of in town, we don't have any stoplights in our town. We don't have any stoplights in our entire county. So maybe somebody's having a party. Who knows? Anyways, let's see here. BladeShow news. I'm currently wearing my Redbeard Blades t-shirt here. I had planned on wearing my Redbeard Blades t-shirt and my Diamondback Country Knives shirt at Blade, but I've decided to just wear Exodus Knife and Tool apparel. Maybe for obvious reasons. Let's see, so far I'll be for sure at the Redbeard Blades booth. I will be at the Wander Tactical booth. I will be at the Dry Creek Forge booth or table, whatever. Who else am I going to visit? If you've got somebody that you want me to cover, what's up, Mitchell? Shoot them a message and have them reach out to me would be the best way to make that happen. I can't get everybody, but I want to do things a little different this year. Interesting, the phone and 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 the reflection there. That's great. But let's see here. Pretty excited to visit the Wander Tactical booth. I've been looking at them for a long time. Haven't ever taken the dive with them because I was a little bit scared away with the D2. I'm still not ready to say that I would ever choose D2 in my own production. Rick just mentioned that Paul LaRocca will be there. I love seeing Paul LaRocca, great guy. Hopefully I could shake his hand and maybe even, I wouldn't mind getting a video with him. Really cool custom maker. Anyways, yeah. So I will definitely be spending a lot of time meeting up with people. I'll obviously be talking to White River Knife and Tool. That's one thing I was going to mention. If you're going to be at BladeShow, first off, feel free to bug me, swing by, grab my attention, say hi. If I should know your name and face through an avatar on social media, I probably won't. So even if we've talked a lot, you're probably gonna have to do that because I suck at it. But definitely do. But we will have a lot of the Firecraft 3.5 and 3V is a really, really cool knife. We'll have a lot of custom Exodus knife and tool knives at the White River Knife and Tool booth. You'll never get as good of an opportunity. Yeah, rush for a hug. That might be a little concerning, but be fine. You won't get as many opportunities to get a really rare, custom, cool White River Knife and Tool knife as you will at BladeShow. That does include Exodus knife and tool. Now I do customs of my own. I have a big batch of customs, but my next batch of knives is supposed to get here. It's probably going to get here like 20 minutes after I leave the house. And so how this works is when I say that, you know, the first thing that probably pops into your head was, well, Jake, just leave 20 minutes later. But it doesn't work that way. If I leave 20 minutes later, the package will be 20 minutes later. So it doesn't matter what time during the day I leave, it will still probably show up 20 minutes after I leave, which sucks. But what I was hoping to do is I was hoping to run a sale of my custom knives on Exodus Knife and Tool for the people who can't make it to BladeShow at the same time as BladeShow, and I don't believe I'm going to be able to do that. A little bit of an update on the Exodus Knife and Tool knives. We will have Noviz in stock for the first time ever. This is a Parkerized color Cerakote from pommel to tip. Everything, handle scales, screws, blade, no laser etching, no logos, completely sterile, ready to go. These will be, I believe, with black Kydex sheaths. They look different. In pictures, you can tell they look different, but when you see them in person, very non-reflective, no glare, monotone, pretty wild. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, like I said, sadly, the knife sale is going to have to wait probably until next weekend. That's just the way it is. If you can't make it to BladeShow and you're hoping to grab one, save the money. Or, you know, of course, we do have 4Pay on the website, so you can get 4 interest-free payments on the website, you know. Let's see here. Hey, Lil Bedlow, what's up? So, I'm going to be changing things with business quite a bit pretty soon. Lil Bedlow, you reminded me of this. I now have access to a training area that is semi-local to me that is absolutely legendary. It's really going to open up a lot of opportunities for training. So currently I only have had 2 classes. I've absolutely loved them. Fire Tactics and the Patriots Awakening, okay? And I'm going to expand that drastically coming up, as well as making a new website with a 1-day adventure class with family-specific adventure classes and a bunch of other stuff. Bushcraft will be involved in these classes, but we are going to focus on adventure craft. So my pleasure, Bobby. So, for a few reasons. For one, I'm the adventure craft guy, right? I'd never, ever heard the term before, but I feel like people focus on bushcraft, but bushcraft is something that you do in the middle of an adventure. What's up, Dwayne? Not not the purpose of the adventure, right? So if we can expand, if we can take bushcraft, but we can expand on that survival tactics, whatever it may be, we can become more well-rounded for the entire adventure, and that's been my concept the whole time. So we're going to focus on adventure craft training, and the other reason for that is I talked to a few normies recently, quite a few normies about these classes, people who are interested in what I do, what I teach and stuff. I talk about bushcraft, and every single one of them asked me, what is bushcraft? So that seems crazy to me. I would never guess that, because I've been in this community surrounded by people like yourselves for so long that we tend to think that bushcraft is a household term. As it turns out, it is not. So I think adventure craft is a better term that will be easier for people to understand and associate with. And the added benefit to that is it's kind of my term and kind of my thing. Um, so uh, with that also, I believe I am going to plan my own bushcraft gatherings. So we'll see what I can do with vendors and parking, um, whether or not there will be admission. I'm not exactly sure how everything will work, how liability will work, etc., etc., etc. But um, I think having 2 bushcraft gatherings a year could be a very realistic possibility. And um, I'm thinking about trying to run 2 classes a month, which would be pretty huge for me. But anyways, let's see here. More on BladeShow. So, is there anything in particular, if there's anything in particular that you guys are really excited about at BladeShow, let me know. I'd be interested to hear. I kind of have an ear to the ground, in the industry, but I don't pick up on everything. I probably won't be spending much of any time with many folder related things. That's not really my genre. It's bizarre how much separation there is between the folder community and the fixed blade community. Like there's almost no overlap, which I think is bizarre. But probably won't spend too much time on any folders because I've got enough work to do as it is with fixed blades. Butterfly knives, like not gonna touch it. Of course, Benchmade, not gonna touch them with a 10-foot pole. Of course, Hinderer, not gonna touch them. But I am interested, even if those are the things you're interested in what you're interested in with BladeShow. I'm interested if you've ever been to BladeShow and if you ever intend to go to BladeShow. I'm interested in whose BladeShow coverage you watch. Now, BladeShow, they sold their brand. The original BladeShow sold their brand a few years ago. I don't remember the details of that. However, I believe the selling of that brand, Winkler. Yeah, I'm down to check out Winkler. I believe the selling of that brand went along with someone just commented that not that long ago, combat art training. What's up, bud? Survival option said not that long ago, but bushcraft used to just be called life. There are people who lived through the use of bushcraft, but this world has never, as a whole, known bushcraft as a way of life. We've always had a lot of the more advanced civilizations. Hmm.